Welcome into the Breakfast Tailgate with Coach I. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, we in here for another episode, man. Start your morning, grab your coffee. Let's get started, man. We're going to talk a little SEC Media Days today, man. It's like the official start of college basketball, and I got my guy, Stat Guy, with me. What's up, Stat Guy?
What's going on? You already know Georgia and Kirby Smart getting on the mic here in just a few minutes. So I figured I'd take a little roadie and tailgate with you down there at Sanford Stadium.
That's right. We tailgating in Athens today.
Hey, what a beautiful backdrop. No better place, I guess, to tailgate on this beautiful Tuesday morning.
That's right, man. And Kirby Smart does get up on the mic according to the schedule. It says 10:05, so we'll be watching along and giving a live reaction, getting your reaction. So if you haven't turned it on, find the SEC channel, SEC Network on TV, and it comes Kirby's supposed to get up on at 10:05. All right, man. But until then, let's go ahead and let's get this morning started, man. That's right, man. We in here for the Breakfast Tailgate with Coach I, man. Listen, let me know what you're eating for breakfast. If you already had breakfast and you're doing some coffee. Y'all know college football came out last night, or yesterday, I should say. And of course, because it's so popular, the server went down for a little bit on Xbox. But let me know in the comments, did you get I see my guy Mike in the building. What's going on, Mike? Mike said he got his feet wet with them dogs last night. Hey, man. A couple of cheat codes on that game I've been hearing. Shelby, First Lady in the building. What's going on? Bishop Franks, what's going on, Bishop? We appreciate you getting in. Bishop is one of our members of the month. We'll share a little bit more about that here later. We appreciate Bishop a lot. We appreciate all of y'all, man. Lance B, what's going on, man? You got your racetrack coffee this morning? Stephen G said it is virtual season time. That's right. Again, Kirby Smart goes on supposedly at 10:05. I'm pretty sure it'll be a couple minutes later, but we will get into that a little bit later. We should maybe have some people joining us this morning. I sent Jason the wrong link. I sent him the Respect the Hedges link. I don't think we want to get him on there, huh? Stat guy, tell us your experience on that college football.
Yeah, you know, I was ready to go at 4 p.m. At 4:01, servers went down. So me and Lenore Sellers got to cooking in my dynasty, but I went on ahead and dropped my gamer tag in the chat. Y'all feel sure to get at me. I'm a bum. I don't do nothing but hang out with Coach on the YouTube. So I'll be on 24/7 pretty much. Just be ready to see them Gamecocks, because I will tell you, Nick Harbor is an absolute cheat code. I hope he plays like that in real life. I know he ain't, but they made that man too good in the game.
Shout out to Neelio. Man, speaking of Neelio, we appreciate you. Say good morning, $5 super chat. Matter of fact, look at Lex. Little cuz up in the building. We appreciate you, Lex. All right, man. Listen, man, we tailgating this morning. Before Kirby get up on stage, Stat Guy, the MLB Home Run Derby was last night. Oh, we got our guy in the building, man. Hall of Fame college football, Jason Watkins. What's going on, Jason?
What's up, guys? Hold on real quick. I think I'm having some sound issues. Oh, sorry about that. Hold up. Good to see you, man.
Hey, man, we in here, man. Hey, good morning. Before we get started, I do want to share. We do have channel memberships that started 2 weeks ago, and shout out to Chicken 1515 for being the first person to join in. And I'll show you. Let's share our screen here. Boom. Channel membership, it's only $1.99. If you want to join the channel, you get badges, a custom badge for you beside your name in the chat. You get emojis, member shout outs, and a link to the Discord. We've been chopping it up in the Discord. Me and Stat Guy and Bishop and Ben G. The badges, the emojis, you get a football emoji, of course, a fanatic football emoji. You get a thumbs up football emoji. And of course, most of us are SEC, so you get a SEC emoji. And then I just like the Homer Simpson football emoji. Let us know you're ready for some football. And then Neilio, you get your own. You are a member of the month, my man. You get your own special emoji. Nice. Neilio is a K-State guy, so he's got the K-State colors with K and Neilio. And then Bishop Franks is a member of the month, so he gets his own special emoji. Of course, any member can use them, but they are specific to these members. OU and Bishop in the middle. Hey, I thought that would be pretty good. So we appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. Ben G is in the building. That's right. A Dodger did win the home run derby. That's right. Teoscar Hernandez, first Dodger ever to win the home run derby, fellas. Did you watch the home run derby, Stat Guy?
Man, look, at 4 o'clock, my Xbox came on. And it didn't go off till about 3 o'clock this morning. I didn't have no. Marcelo Zuna was in it, but I didn't have. Bro, NCAA was back for the first time in 11 years. I didn't care what. It could have been the Super Bowl yesterday. Wasn't going to matter to me. I was playing NCAA. Now I caught some highlights of it this morning. Not a big fan of the new format. I like competition, man. I want to see some head-to-head. I don't like 8 guys go and then the top 4 scores go to the semifinal. Give me some competition every round. But it was, congrats to him. First Dodger to ever win it. One thing I'm not upset I missed was whatever that was of a national anthem.
Bruh, the national anthem was a putrid. I don't know what that was, dog. But got Ben Shaw in the building. What's going on? Why is Jordan Rogers on SEC Network? He's a part of listen, Vandy is a part of the conference, Shelby. Don't do that to him. Ben G in the building says, what's up, Jason? Good morning. This is gonna be a good show. Kirby is at the podium, by the way. Again, that's SEC Network. We're gonna listen in a little bit and give our live reactions to. I'm pretty sure everybody wants to see how he's gonna again address the driving violations. So let's see what he says. He normally does that in the opening statement.
Yeah.
Run for us in Georgia, but I'll start a little bit with my family. Yesterday,
he's talking about his family right now, so we'll keep going. He normally opens up like that. Nideo says, "Good morning, Jason." Shelby says, "What's up, Jason?" That's right. That's right, Nideo. You got your own emoji, man. If you own a computer, you should be able to hit the little smiley face in the live chat, and then for the emojis there. If you have a custom keyboard on your phone, if you're looking on your phone, it won't be in the custom keyboard, but it'll be click the little emoji in the live chat. You should be able to see all 6 emojis. Yep, Hernandez. That's right. Hey, listen, Jason, did you see the home run derby yesterday?
I did not.
So they had a swing off in the second round where they go head to head with Hernandez and Alec Bohm. They both hit 14, and then they go to the swing off. You get 3 swings. It's either an out or or it's a home run. So Hernandez moved on and ended up beating Bobby Witt Jr. in the finals. Bobby Witt Jr. couldn't hit any in the bonus round. So, he did hit one in the bonus round, but then he ended up missing the last one. Stat Guy fell just short of the fence. Like not even, it hit the fence. It needed about 2 or 3 feet to go over the fence to win it, but Hernandez came up with it.
I already knew Hernandez won before I saw it. Off the bat, I thought it was good. Obviously, knowing the result, I knew it wasn't, but I thought he got it off the bat.
Man, I won't let it fool me though. Dodgers win 100 games every year to let me down.
Oh, you're a Dodger fan, Lex?
He's not wrong.
Hey, Dodgers don't Dodgers be having like one of the highest payrolls in baseball every year too?
Always. Yeah. Yep. It does. That doesn't work for hardly anybody ever. I mean, it's worked once or twice for the Yankees and once or twice for the Red Sox. But aside from that, It doesn't really work.
Right, me and Stat Guy last year, I think we looked at it, and it's only worked out like 3 or 4 times where you paid to have the highest payroll, and it was who you said, Jason. It was the Yankees, the Red Sox, and the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Lance said he grew up in LA. How about that? High payroll, only to die in the playoffs. Listen, man, listen, man, we was trying to chop last night. Ozuna just couldn't get out the first round. I feel like it got too much like body motion to be in the. It's kind of like somebody that jumps when they shoot the 3 to be in the 3-point contest. It just takes a lot out of them.
Yeah.
Well, but not only that, but he has a naturally long follow through. He kind of has body motion within his follow through. He just can't reset in enough time. But he did hit a 473-foot bomb, which I'm pretty sure stayed the longest home run of the night last night.
Right. Yeah, Benji, I'm pretty sure he's going to address it. If he doesn't address it in his opening statement, then they're going to ask him about it. So he's going to have to address it. Last year, he addressed it in his opening statement. So it's almost like if you ever seen 8 Mile when Eminem does his final rap battle, he takes everything away from the guy. It's like Kirby did the same thing last year. And then when they got to the questions, it was like, we don't have nothing to ask you. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, one thing for
now
sure.
I'm just picturing the 8 Mile right now. Kirby Smart instead of Eminem.
Hey, that's right. We handed out Grammys to everybody. Jason, if you ever get a
saying the free world.
That's right. That's right. So if you get a chance to go back and watch the Home Run Derby, please start at the beginning, dog. Like, listen.
You know what? I've always kind of thought that the Home Run Derby is too long anyway. There's too many rounds to it. Those dudes get worn out by the time it's all over with. It's almost never very good at the end.
Well, see, last night they end up hitting 14. Hernandez hit 14 in the final round, which is amazing to me because
that's pretty good. Yeah,
right. But the Grammy-nominated singer, she butchered the national anthem last night. Oh my God, it was ridiculous.
Oh wow.
B. Shaw said he a baseball guy. Most expensive cities: New York, Boston, and LA. That's right. So he said Shelby, and it won't stop with the pettiness. No Diddy. Hank is in the building. What's going on, Hank? He said, I believe it's 98 in Coors Field that set the bar in the Home Run Derby. Nothing has been close.
The launching pad. Yeah, the launching pad that is Coors Field.
Right. Stink ass cat in the building. What's going on, my man?
Right on.
Yeah, but you know,
go ahead.
I was going to say the big thing is we've kind of seen over the last couple of years a change into the guard where teams are getting really young, really fast. They're playing a more exciting brand of baseball. But the problem is they're not going to be able to re-sign any of these guys.
Right. Nelio says the woman singing was that. I don't even think it was singing. I think she was just kind of like holding, like talking and holding a note a little bit longer. So let's see what Kirby's talking about now. I think he's past the family part of his opening speech.
As a mentor, as a friend, as a competitor, that drives you to get better. You know, there's never a day in 11 years I worked for him.
He's talking about Nick Saban and the respect he has for Nick Saban right now. So
yeah, I've got closed captioning over here.
Yeah, that's how I should have put it on. Put it on that. Lance B said it does tend to take too long. There's also a danger of players messing up the swing. I'm like Stat Guy. I don't mind the 8 people. I just wish first round was head to head, like a bracket. Like it's all like top 4, and then you go to a bracket, then you go to head to head in the second round. I wish it was because you get the first round, you get 40 pitches, and then you get the bonus round every single round. And then if you tie somebody, you go to the swing off. I was thinking that last night. Ryman Lemon is in the building. I'm here, but have the stream muted because That's right. Ryman, don't get fired. All right.
Yeah, don't get fired.
Right. Just play the Whitney Houston version every year. So,
hey, Shelby, that's a great idea. You can never go wrong with the Whitney Houston Super Bowl.
Big facts.
Never.
Big facts. If you're just joining us, welcome to the Breakfast Tailgate with Coach I. You got Stat Guy, you got Jason from the Hall of Fame College Football. We're talking a little MLB Home Run Derby, but we're listening in here and there with Kirby. He is live at SEC Media Days. So if you don't have it on already, Kirby is now. And then after Kirby, Then we get Tennessee at 11:45. Then we get OU at 1:50 and Mizzou at 3:20. Let's see what Kirby's talking about here.
They love each other and they're working their butt off right now. We have 4 new coaches. That's a new challenge.
We got 4 new coaches. We do have 4 new coaches. Tavares Robinson at defensive back. We got a new wide receiver coach, new running back coach. I don't know who and a new corner coach. All recruiters. That's right, Mike. Kirby gonna get out in front of the driver's seat. I already know he's gonna mention it before he stops. I actually think that's a good way because they're gonna bring it up. I mean,
well, yeah, I mean, you're better off. You're better. That's the first rule of damage control, no matter what, is to get out in front of it. You might as well
you need to be the one to honestly. Need to be the one to report it so that nobody else reports it. That type of thing. The players do need to be held, accountable. I don't know what you do. I mean, I see some people say kick the players off the team. Like, if it was your son, would you want him to kick the player off the team if it was his first driving violation? I don't know. I don't even think that's realistic.
I think there needs to be some pretty stiff penalties at this point because it sounds to me like they have gone above and beyond to try to get it under control, and they're not listening. So I think at some point, somebody said, and I don't know, I was going to ask you about this, if it was they apparently had somebody in there, some kind of somebody to talk about it, or they had some kind of a deal that day of the one of the last ones that just happened, the one of the arrests.
Well, I don't know if I'm pretty sure they did have somebody, but normally they'll sometimes when he says somebody's not playing, he might not say they're suspended, but that's what it is. What I'm saying?
I get that.
And then they actually have to go to some kind of counseling and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is.
Driving, yeah, I heard about that.
What the problem is, they all got these Hellcats and Chargers, and I know you can't tell people what car to buy, but it's almost like when Mark Richt was there, they all had scooters to get around campus, but most of them don't live on campus. But they need some scooters or some electric cars. What is those little small cars that look like bubbles? I got a friend whose son plays ball with Bohm. Oh, that's what's up. Play ball with Alec Bohm. That's dope. Kid hit a moving car with a massive homer. Listen, Mizzou really underrated. What's going on, Adam? We appreciate you getting up in here. Hey, you guys, if you're a Mizzou fan, Adam? They go on today, last, I think.
If he's talking about NCAA vastly underrated.
Oh,
the game, it's criminal how bad they are.
Right. What's going on, Duke Silver Sooner? And my boy CA in the building.
Oh, Corey.
All right, we got some questions going on here.
Good morning, Coach Michael Gibbs with the War Report. In this new SEC, Georgia got pretty tough.
What's going on?
Exactly. The Auburn guys asking about our tough schedule.
Road schedule too.
How he's preparing for the road schedule. Listen, our schedule is tougher than it was last year. We got 3 tough road games: Texas, Ole Miss, and Alabama. So,
yeah, those are the other than getting LSU, you pretty much got the toughest road games. So
right. We definitely, I think, we don't have the toughest schedule in the SEC. We probably top 3 or 4, but we definitely, I think, have the toughest road schedule in the SEC.
Yeah, definitely one of the. I mean, I think Oklahoma's road schedule is ridiculous too. I mean, it's you got Ole Miss, Missouri, Auburn, and LSU. So
right. So what's crazy is if you spin the globe and stop on a college town, you will land on a bunch of young people. Right. So normally on Thursdays we have our guy Jake on here from Set the Tone, Alabama, and college football. He's a former patrolman, and I want to say he was military too, but he says everywhere he worked as a patrolman, he's like, trust me, he's like the kids they're just out of hand on college campuses. And that he wasn't even talking really about just football players. He was just talking about college kids, period. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Shout out to Neckbeard Sports. My guy Jonathan in the building. He's a new member. We appreciate you, Jonathan. I like the name too, Jonathan. I like the change of the name, Neckbeard Sports. Listen, Jonathan talks all sports over there. He's an Alabama fan, but he talks all sports. He's one of the first guys I met through his YouTube content creation. Y'all make sure y'all go to Neckbeard Sports and tap in with my guy Jonathan, man. Stop through on coach's side to give up. We appreciate you, Ryman. We appreciate you. Ben G says, Coach, let's meet up in Austin for the UGA game. Probably won't be able to make it to get inside. Ben G, how close are you to San Antonio? Because when I come to Texas, like last time I came to Texas, me and my boy Ben Shaw, he should be in the comments here. We actually stayed in San Antonio, which is about an hour and 15, I guess, away from Austin. Because that weekend, you are, like you said, you probably won't be able to get in much of anything in Austin because of that Formula One racing that's going on the same weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody kept telling me to do it. Hey, man, I think it fits. Y'all got to go. Y'all got to go watch some of his shows to know why Neckbeard Sports fits Johnson. What's going on, Sugio English? Said, Jason, would you be surprised if OU is 5-0 going into the Red River?
No, no. I think I could see him losing one of those games, but I also, I think 5-0 is what you look to be going into those two. I mean, Auburn, I know playing at Auburn, that's the tough part, I think, about it. You know, it's an early game, so maybe you don't get the haunted stuff going on there or whatever. Not that Oklahoma knows anything about that or cares, but I think the main thing is going on the road at all. I think it's going to be one of the things where there's going to be an adjustment there. But so could I see him losing a game? Yeah, but the expectation is to go into the Red River game at 5-0 for sure.
Big facts. UGA returned 65% of their offensive production. That is correct. And Carson Beck is I want to say passing yards wise, I want to say he's the top returner in college football. It's either him or Jackson Dart. Adam says he's a Pitt fan. Okay. JJ will be on this Saturday, Adam. Our Saturday night snap count this Saturday. He's a part of our panel there where we talk college football. Normally during the season, Saturday night snap count is like the wrap-up show, but he'll be on this Saturday. Greg Williams says, hanging and banging. What's up with it? We appreciate you, Greg, getting in here, my man. Let's see. From where I live, San Antonio is about 3.5 to 4. My brother still lives there, so I can stay with him. Okay. All right. We can do San Antonio watching from the bar. Listen, go down to the Riverwalk. Listen, man, the Riverwalk is nice.
Yeah.
Let's see what they're asking him now.
Playing the schedule we play and improving the strength of the roster, I don't know if that's the case. I think the way we go about practicing is critical. I believe in having a physical tough camp.
He's talking about having physical practices, and what's crazy enough is every coach doesn't believe in that because they're like almost like they're fearful of getting people hurt. But Kirby believes in one-on-ones every practice. You don't play ones versus twos. You don't play. I mean, the scout team does get in there some, but like I've been to several practices here in the last couple of years, and trust, it is one-on-one, ones versus ones on both sides of the ball, and bro, they ain't treating each other like friends either.
And I was going to say, not for night, but you've had several current and recently former players on Respect the Hedges that have said practices are harder than games, which is what you, as a fan, that's music to your ears.
True. Listen, Neelio,
that's what it's like. Right?
Charles Barkley's just a hater, Neelio. That's all that is. Let's see. Neckbeard Johnson says, what do y'all think about Saban leaving out Bama in the SEC championship? Was it a motivation? I think it was, but not because he put Georgia in. I think he was going to put Georgia in regardless, and I think people were expecting him to say Georgia, Alabama. So when he said Georgia, Texas, I think that was like a motivation tactic, him leaving out Bama for Texas.
Texas ain't going to be there.
But I think that was kind of what it was. It's kind of like David Pollack kind of has done that over the years. I think me and my boy B, like he'll pick or say something like, "Hey, Georgia needs to get this together, whatever." Of course, when he was on game day, and I'm like, it's just like a former player, you know what I'm saying, trying to rile us up or whatever. What's going on, Georgia champion 2025? I like that name, my man. I like that name. We appreciate you getting up in here. Zandrea, we appreciate you, says adults invited for this chat, unlike that child from the other day.
I'm not sure who we're talking about. There's always children in our chats, though. So
yeah, I know, right? Like, listen, we try to keep it cordial, man. We talk a little trash. They say, curious, should we even be worried? Except the 2 new members. Listen, we welcome OU in Texas. To be honest, as a college football fan, first, I love it because it just brings we already touted as the best conference. We just bring 2. It's like we just went and cherry picked 2 of the biggest brands in college football. So it's like, and then that just makes the SEC even stronger. 100% agree, especially after Texas has no shot. Yeah, right.
I think that comment about the no shot at running the SEC, I think that's more like in the boardroom and like
that's what I think he was talking. He was talking about like how like Texas has their way off the field.
Not like it's and I'll tell you that there's no, I mean, because they didn't run the Big 12 when it came to the field, but they were a pain in the ass everywhere else, you know.
Right. Hank says I'm always here.
I think that was in reference to
something you had the other day. Oh, okay.
And you know, another very important comment yesterday was Greg Stanke saying that they're chilling at 16. We're good. We're not. We're chilling. We got who we got. So as Florida State, Clemson, and other fans of the ACC, that was not probably what you wanted to hear, but he doubled down on it.
He's talking about NIL now. Guys, such a just.
They haven't asked him. I'm surprised they haven't asked him. That should have been the first thing that came out of anybody's mouth. I would have thought. Not that I think that it's a big
good or bad. I guess it's to the point where people. It's not a shocker. I guess you know what I'm saying.
It shouldn't be. Yeah, and I think that to me, just like I said, I think that there's the only thing that you can really do because I think they are doing the right thing as far as like having people come.
You like this one, Jason? You like this one, Jason? Somebody said Please understand that. He said, Kirby, you always talk about wanting to play the best, and with OU, he said you got Texas on the schedule. Do you consider them one of the best? He said every week the team we play is the best.
Typical Kirby answer.
That sounds like a Kirby smart answer to me.
And he's talking about Texas's tradition. That's right, Mike. Some sleazy reporters waiting for the right moment to ask right when he thinks nobody's paying attention. Chris E, what's going on, my man? Feinbaum's predicting Texas. Yeah, Feinbaum. Hey, man, y'all got to listen. Y'all listen, man, new Texas OU fans. I know y'all been watching Feinbaum from afar. We get to see it all the time. Take Feinbaum with a grain of salt, man. He's just, I don't know what's going on. Mars Jam in the building. What's going on, my man? That's right, Shelby. We ain't giving up no bulletin board material. The week we play Tennessee Tech, they the best team on the schedule.
Yeah. And who cares what Feinbaum says about Texas, man? They don't. All you got to really look at it makes me laugh because Michigan, everybody talks about how Michigan isn't going to be anything close to what it was last year, right?
Right.
They lost 13 guys to the NFL. Texas lost 11. 11.
Right. It's this is what we've come to see is media does what media does, right?
Facts.
Like in the media, you would think Georgia's the only school out of 130 Division I schools that have people getting arrested for DUI and whatever, but it's the media. It's like you gotta, you gotta deal with it, right? And I think somebody said Chrissy said sorry, Nick Saban. Yeah, I think it was a little. We said it was a little tactic to kind of pick Texas instead of Bama to kind of motivate Bama a little bit. Shawty in the building, man. I hate to say, but hard to catch Kirby sleeping because he on top. All answers would be cookie cutter. Well, man, that's just Kirby. Kirby ain't giving you. Listen, man, Kirby barely like. If you listen to the beat writers and the people that's close to the program, they say it's hard to get information out of Kirby. Period. The dog reporters, Kirby say he ain't giving up nothing. He ain't going back.
Well, in the AJC's been on him so hard, anyways. Right. That he's. I mean, that'll kind of mess up your local stuff too, because when you don't trust your local reporters to not. Rake you over the coals as much as everybody else tries to, because when you're on top, they're gonna shoot for you. They did it with Saban for all those years.
Hold on. Say what, Stephen?
Are you kidding?
Hey, it's gonna be a lot of penalties. I can tell you that because it's gonna be a couple players definitely doing the horns down.
But no. So
That's
my
so
thing,
freaking
Go ahead.
lame.
Go ahead.
unless they changed it, what they originally said was you could do it. You just couldn't do it in a taunting fashion. So, like, if I hit you, I can't stand over you and throw horns down.
Right, which
But
is
they said, like, if I score a touchdown or whatever, I could throw it to my students.
You can't taunt anybody either, but that's not the same thing as what they've been doing. I could see not doing it in their face to like whatever, but that's bull crap if that's what they just did.
I don't think so. Like Benji says, they are treating it like the Gator chomp. Well, what you can do, like you can't do it excessive. So what you can do is the Gator chomp and then do like the throat slash. I know you can, like, there's ways to get around it. You definitely don't need to do it around the player, but that's gonna be interesting to see. Said John McKay, SEC coordinator official, just said it at media days.
Wow.
How about that? I feel my moderator finger about to put. Hey, listen, y'all better. Hey, she'll be a moderator. She'll.
What y'all doing to mess up?
I don't know.
The first lady.
First lady got. Hey, she got the reins. She'll cut it out. I don't know whatever she ain't liking. Y'all better get on her good side. Nedio said, "Can you give him the bird?" Yeah, it says Benji says, yeah, man, you can do it not in opponent's faces. Right. Like even doing the horns up, if you did the horns up in an opponent's face, that would get you in the field. Like any taunting is gonna get you.
That already would have happened though, right? I mean, that's already what's gonna happen.
So I just read an article and it scares the living daylights out of me. It is the referee's discretion of if it is in a taunting manner or not. Like
right.
We need black and white with SEC officials, bro. We don't need no gray area.
Right.
To be like,
right. Homegrown Cowboy. It's a stream. So when we do live streams, all our content creator group, if it's on the Fan Addict, but when the other content creators, we allow them to stream it to their channel. I know the frustrating thing is you can't see everybody else's comments. There's comments on Fan Addict,
right.
There's comments on Hall of Fame. I get it. I don't like that part, but it actually helps us get it out to more people so that we can I try to post as many comments as I can so that y'all can see. So I might not read them out. And then, but you can try to respond to them. So,
they didn't say nothing to him about it. I'm surprised.
Right,
Jason. Somebody said they sent you a DM with the video from them interviewing that guy about it.
Okay, got it.
That's what I say. Kirby handles that. He's and Kirby's gone just like that. Listen, Kirby's whole. Hey man, I gotta at least break up Beamer, dog. Beamer even said it yesterday. Beamer said that he's always known as the coach with the longest opening statement. He says, I'm trying not to be that guy this year, and then continues to ramble on for about 10 minutes before the courses start. I swear his opening statement lasted longer, stat guy, than Kirby's whole time at the podium. Kirby's gone.
Probably. What I hated is he had already been going, right? He had been going. He probably should have been like, normally I'm known as the guy with the longest opening statement from time and a word standpoint, but this year we changing it. Peace. And then not even taking questions and just walked off. Instead, he makes that comment and then just starts rambling about who knows what, like nothing of importance. It was just all word garbage.
Right. I told you, I thought just because he doesn't get the coverage that a lot of other coaches get during the year. So I don't blame him for taking that time to be the guy on the mic. Benji says Bama game last year, players were doing it, just not in UT players' face on the field. I think on the sidelines, of course, you can do whatever you I ain't gonna say whatever, but for the most part. But like if you go back and watch when we play at Mississippi State last year, Ladd McConkey, every time in the end zone, every time he scored, he was like doing this like for the Bells. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just everybody has something. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't get fined for taking the hedges, but they rarely do because they don't get the win in Athens. But like, hey, when Muschamp was at South Carolina, he took some hedges. We still remember that, Muschamp. By the way, you lucky you're a good D coordinator, dude, and you went to school with some of us. So, Big Ten announcement was they passed on Florida State. That's interesting. I don't know a lot of the details on that, Mars Jam. You already know I go to Bomber for all of that on the Big 12 Mafia.
And JJ's been in on it really a lot lately too, as well. So I would say that
he had a show with somebody like that was
with an attorney that's like, he's not like that close to it. I think his main bona fides is he does a lot of that. What was he saying? It was a lot of intellectual property law and stuff like that, which is kind of, makes him somehow connected. And then his entire family has gone to an ACC school, like multiple NC State, Wake, Duke, Clemson, a bunch of them. So that was the big thing. My thing with that would be, I think what you're looking at is probably a situation in that deal that I don't know that necessarily means anything. I think that they have said that because right now they have to. They're still under contract with the ACC. If you're talking or working on deals with another school that's in contract with another school, that's going to get you in a lot of trouble financially and everything else. That's not something that the Big Ten would do. I wouldn't, but I also would say that one of the things that I saw that the Big Ten guy was saying was, right now, we're not even looking at that. We don't want to expand, which we've heard that from Greg Sankey as well.
Right.
Also, that they're not very good partners, because they're suing their own and
right.
a lot of the rabble-rousing and the stuff that you've been hearing out of FSU, and particularly ever since the playoff thing, man. I mean, good grief. We're about to start another season, and that's all they talk about still is ESPN and the playoff and all that. I mean, FSU fans are starting to get on everybody's nerves.
Right. FSU admin is what people think UT was with all the toxicity. They throw tantrums. FSU, this isn't the first time they've been kind of like, they were the first to kind of stack out, wasn't they, a couple of years ago to try to get out of the media rights deal or something like that. Nobody wants a problem child.
Yeah. Well, and the problem is the way they're going about it. They're trying to like pin the ACC against the wall, which I think makes them even less desirable of a team to bring in, because they're like, I mean, if y'all give us 70% and only give Georgia Tech 30%, we'll be more than happy to stay. Like, dog, like it's a conference as a whole. I know they probably bring in more money, but it's a conference as a whole. I don't know. It's just trash the way they're going about it. Real quick too, there was a comment a minute ago. A guy mentioned Brad Crawford. For all the OU and Texas fans, look, get your notebook out. Start making a list. There's about 12 to 15 guys. Y'all just need to pretend they don't exist. Brad Crawford says something dumb about 15 times a day.
Right, bro. There is like a list of running people, and you have to say, let's like, again, as he's one of the most well-known, I guess you would say, in the SEC world, Feinbaum. Man, Feinbaum, he's going to stick with the same narrative every year. It's Alabama, Georgia, Alabama, Georgia, Alabama, Georgia. He's not going to say anything good about Texas or OU. Especially not the first 2 years. Now, year 3, he probably get on
about Oklahoma lately.
Right. Well, this is the thing. I feel like the media, like the overall media, like when I say national media, like ESPN types, and they're giving a lot of love to Texas. But you hear the coaches talk. The coaches be like, OU's been winning the Big 12. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let's go. Sharpshooter, what's going on, Brisky? We appreciate you getting in here, my man.
Brisky Sharp.
Hey, man, if y'all watching, man, we got a good number of people, man. Y'all hit that thumbs up, man. It's the Breakfast Tailgate with Coach I. If you want to, you can. We had a member, Neckbeard Sports, join today. I think we got about 10 members now. So it's $1.99, man. Let's add this to the stage. These are the emojis you get to use. Hey, man, you get a fanatic football emoji, a thumbs up football emoji, Homer Simpson, just because I like that. And then, of course, most of us are SEC. And then our 2 members of the month, we'll be doing that each month. Our 2 members of the month are Neelio, who is a K-State fan. He is so it's purple and white for him. Anybody that's a member can use it, but it's specific to Neelio. And then, of course, Bishop. I think Bishop had to run, but Bishop Franks, he's one of our members of them. Listen, man, y'all better get in on the show when Bishop in here. Last Thursday, Bishop gave out 6 memberships. Bishop was in here like Oprah. You get a membership. So he has his own OU logo, emoji. So Stat, So what you thinking about Georgia's schedule, man?
I mean, it's harder than what it's been the past couple years, but I mean, honestly, probably like upper tier, but more middle of the road SEC schedule. I mean, it's not Florida's schedule, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think getting Texas and Bama on the road kind of sucks, right? Like I guess you'd probably want one of those at the house, but end of the day, I mean, you finish the season with Georgia Tech, so that's nice, right? Get a free dub there. But no, I mean, you're good. You're a good football team. It's funny because when I look at y'all, I'm like, I don't see a way that Georgia doesn't go at least 10-2, bare minimum 10-2, versus looking at a program like South Carolina, who we have very similar schedules, and I'm like, bro, I'm praying for 7 wins. And so it's just, I think that y'all have that talent gap level. I think it too, the culture of y'all's program, Kirby being kind of no nonsense. He pumps the fire in the locker room. You know y'all gonna. I don't see y'all coming out and laying an egg against anybody. Somebody's gonna have to come out and beat y'all. And so because of that, I think the schedule really doesn't matter. I think you line them up, and if anything, it helps you because come playoff time, you'll have seen a bunch of different systems. You'll see a bunch of looks on defense and offense, but from people that can be competitive, giving you those looks. You know, we talk about it all the time, relating it to basketball. Just because somebody shows you a 2-3 zone doesn't mean they can actually run a 2-3 zone against you, and you might still get easy layups versus playing Syracuse back in the day of Jim Boeheim, the godfather of the 2-3 zone. It was completely different. So I think playing better competition, seeing different looks is just going to make y'all that much more dangerous come the playoff time, regardless of what your record is when you get there. Right now, that is the one thing I hate is I think conference champion. I don't even think they should. I think they should give a regular season championship out, and that's it. I think
and then go straight to the playoffs.
Yeah, the conference championship games are absolutely useless. They're useless. What is it? If I can get in as the 10 seed, who cares? Georgia, if South Carolina ever wins the national championship, bro, tell me all about you winning the SEC championship that year. I ain't gonna care. I'm gonna be in your front yard waving the South Carolina flag, like you got the title, baby. So,
hey, I feel you.
The conference championships have now become absolutely useless. But hey,
2020 was the last regular season loss, wasn't it?
Right, and then Ben G says they aren't useless; they're money bag. That's right.
Well,
that's right. Who was UGA's last regular season loss? It was Alabama, and I'm sorry, it was in 2020. 2020, we lost to Florida. It was Florida because we played Alabama, but we lost to Alabama and Florida that year. So,
y'all lost to somebody else in 2022.
Regular season. 2022, we didn't lose to anybody in 2022. We went 15-0. We lost to Bama in 2021 in the SEC championship. We lost to Bama in the SEC championship in 2023. In the regular season, though, in which the SEC championship is not considered regular season, it was Florida in 2020 in the COVID year.
I just saw that the other day that it was Florida.
Yeah. So 21, 22, 23, we didn't lose any regular season games. And then before 2020, of course, South Carolina beat us in 2019. So that was the only regular season. I want to say that was a home loss in 2019. Actually, that was our only regular season. We ended up losing the LSU and the SEC championship. So somebody asked, I think it was Ben Belcher, which conference will have the Heisman winner hoist the trophy this season? I'll say this. It's pretty much turned into a quarterback award.
Mm-hmm.
And last year, when all of us did our snap count preseason, we all said that Utah had the best quarterbacks top to bottom in the nation. This year, by far and away, that goes to the SEC. It's like there's a outside.
You were saying last year,
Pac-12, Pac-12. I'm sorry, Pac-12. But right, but this year it's the SEC, hands down. So I think one of those Heisman guys is going to come from one. Like you got in the SEC, you got 16 teams, and probably 10 to 12 of those guys eventually will play in the NFL.
Let's say the one guy that could do it would maybe be Dylan Gabriel at Oregon if they like really light it up.
Right.
Be the
So
one guy outside of the SEC, because I don't really see even Ohio State. I don't think they're going to throw it enough.
Maybe Cam Ward, because he can run, and they, if Miami does what they're supposed to do.
Assuming that Miami is worth the shit, but okay.
Right. So it just depends on, what Miami is supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Plus, we get every team's best shot. They won't beat beat the Dogs. All right, man. That's how it is when you're on top, dog. That's the price. Hey, listen, man. It's the price of admission to be on top. Let's see, if SC wins the national championship, it must be on the PS5.
Hey, Xbox, Marsh Jam, Xbox.
Hey, right. No, it just means Nick Harbor became. Listen, Nick Harbor is a cheat code, dog. He's 99 speed. Hey, EA Sports, if you're listening, Nick Harbor ran a 10.11 in the 100 in the NCAA. Aaron Smith ran a 10.10 in the NCAA. He should be 99 as well, not 98. It's just a point, but I got a slight grab. But they both, honestly, outside of being strong, they both are like Stat Guy was reading me all the stats for those guys, and it's crazy for both of them.
I was going to say the biggest issue that I have with Nick Harbor and why he's such a cheat code on that game is they have his mobility, his change of direction, all of his catching stats are just absolutely way too high for somebody that hasn't shown it in game.
Right. That's another thing I was going to say is a difference. Aaron Smith has done it on the big screen in the playoffs, in the championship, and Nick Harbor did it once or twice last year. Myron throws Salat. Did I say that right, Nidio? Said from Austin P. He better be one of the G5 teams to get in the playoffs to be up.
Austin P's FCS, I'm almost positive.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he wins the FCS Heisman Award. Cam Ward. That's what we said. Cam Ward. Yeah.
So I had a question for both of y'all that I started thinking about while I was playing my Dynasty last night. What is the first big record that y'all think about that's going to fall now that teams could realistically have 15 games? There's 15 games, 16 games.
I think that's right, Nidio. He said, I totally made that name up. Hey, that's right. Use your emoji. I like it. You have to think something like the receiving record. Didn't Devontae Smith break that a couple of years ago where he had like 1,600 yards or 50, something like that? 15 games, you thinking a lot of the teams that are on top, they mostly pass 60% to 40% run, if not more. So single season passing records, like Shawty says, like passing records and any wide receiver records, because 15 games. I mean, it's actually more than 15 games. Sorry, it's because of the playoffs. Like if you're one of the teams that make the playoffs and you have to play the first round, don't you play like 17 games or something like that? 16.
It'll be 15. It'll be 15 if you win from the one of the championship. So if you got a bye, it'd be 15, and then it'd be 16 if you were a
right. So yeah, 16 games. Right, 16 games, and you were a non-champion, and you end up winning the play. You don't even have to win the championship; you just have to play in the championship. Right. Those single passing records and wide receiver records, honestly, they could be broken every year. To be honest with you.
How long do you think within the next 5 to 10 years we see Barry Sanders get dropped?
No, nobody runs that much. That's the problem. Like last year, Ollie Gordon.
No. Oh, as far as his single season stuff,
that
was all-purpose yards more than it was anything. But because Barry was.
Grant Williams said his friend was a kicker in high school and college. He got the early release yesterday and played with OU and lost to Tennessee. He missed the game-winning field goal. Stat Guy did say the field goals are super hard to hit in the game. I haven't that's normally the first thing I'm good at, like just off the back, first game playing field goals. But he said the field goal. See, I hope like OU is up today, Mizzou is up today, and Tennessee is up today at SEC Media Day. Steven says he hopes the media asked Danny something about Harold Perkins and his comment. Yeah, they asked Harold Perkins about Danny Stutzman, and he said, who is that? Now, the last person to go on record and do something like that to another big player was one Mr. Debo Samuels at South Carolina when asked about DeAndre Baker, the eventual Jim Thorpe winner. And he's like, who is that? And then DeAndre went on to have a pick six and and a pretty good game against South Carolina in a blowout in Columbia.
Yeah, Danny's gonna win he'll win the Butkus Award, and
Hold on. We got CJ Allen out there now. Stop that.
Yeah, listen, everybody else is picking him too. So it's I am not the only
Go
one.
ahead, Stat, and then before we get out, go ahead, Stat. I'm gonna let you get your point in. Then we're gonna show this SEC official talking about the horns down.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, leave it to a guy that can't stay healthy and stay on the field to talk trash about another player.
Right. All right. So we got this is the SEC official talking about the horns down, right, Jason?
Yep. Here it comes.
Giving this signal to me isn't offensive, right, in that particular contest. So let's go back on the field. We have a player that's giving it. Is it taunting an opponent, or is it making a travesty of the game? If an opponent of Texas would score a touchdown, and in celebration with their teammates going back up the sideline, they're giving the signal, that's not an issue. We have that already in the Southeastern Conference. We have teams that have things like the Gator Chomp and things like the Shark Fin for the defense, where that thing has been done. And over the years, we've evaluated, is it taunting? Is it making a travesty of the game? Is it otherwise affecting our ability to manage the game? If the answer is no, then it's not a foul. Now, giving this signal.
So all right, so he said it there. It's the same thing we all said. Yes, yeah. It's if you're in if you score a touchdown, let's say you moss a Texas player, a DB in the end zone, and he's standing right there, and you give the horns up, then that would be a penalty. And if not, if as long as there's no Texas players around and you're headed to the sideline, they're not going to call it. Charlie said, "Coach, you need some bandwidth." That wasn't on my channel. I was sharing some of Jason's, but we heard it fine. We heard it fine. I mean, that's just Twitter. So, but hey, man, we appreciate it. Listen, we're having a good time up in here. It's the Breakfast Tailgate with Coach Al on the Fanatic Sports Network. We got Stat Guy in the building. We got our guest Jason Watkins from college, Hall of Fame college football. Y'all, if y'all on the Fanatic Network watching, y'all make sure y'all get over to Hall of Fame and sub to Jason, and vice versa. If you're on the Hall of Fame, make sure you get over to the Fanatic, man. We do a lot of collabs. Saw Barry run for Wichita North. I know, right? When I was a kiddo, dude was Tecmo Bowl. For those that's too young. Tecmo Bowl. Listen, Tecmo Bowl was the NFL game that we loved and all loved and played back in the day on the first Nintendo.
Yeah, Bo Jackson, you couldn't tackle.
Right, and you couldn't stop the slant route on San Francisco with Jerry Rice and John Taylor.
No, sure could not.
Arkansas will have a 200 yards worth of penalties because they're going to do it now. Inevitably, somebody's going to do it in their face. That's just what it is. So let's see. Wide receiver record will be hard to break. Devontae Smith, 1,800. Appreciate that, Chrissy. Odunze last year, 1,600 was 37. The difference is like what helped. I ain't gonna say help, but Devontae was that guy. Devontae only had one counterpart that year, I think. Because he, like Waddle and the rest of those guys were already going to the NFL. Dunze had to share that thing with two other guys. Maybe if somebody like a Marvin Harrison Jr., like last year, they relied on him more than people knew. Like the second best receiver only had like 500 yards or so. But it's going to have to be a situation where you have a prime go-to guy and the other guys are just fillers or whatever. So I think because it's more games too, Chrissy. Like I said, if you play in the championship and you don't get a first round bye, you get 16 games. So let's see. Quick question: if your school was playing OU, would throwing the horns down be trolling OU? No, it'd be throwing the horns up, would it?
That's what he said. He said, "With throwing the horns up, be trolling."
Oh, sorry, Benji. Yeah, throwing the horns up, be trolling. Oh, I think so. What you think, Jason? So like if you scored on OU and you threw horns up, would that be in a player's face? Would that be trolling OU?
No, we don't care.
Not really.
I mean,
long as Texas doesn't do it.
It's not trolling Oklahoma. I mean, they do the horns up, they do the hook 'em sign all the time. So I mean, it would just be what they do anyway, right?
No, he's saying like if South Carolina scores a touchdown this year,
I guess it would be. I guess it would be if you're playing Oklahoma, yeah, sure.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, SEC officials, anything in another player's face, opponent's player's face, is gonna be considered taunting. So you got to be careful about that. You could spike the ball like right in front of somebody's feet. They're gonna call that. So, but as long as it's how do you come, Bamir, put up the link. So when
It's
you first
right next to subscriber for sure.
Right. When you come to the channel, it should say subscribe, and then it should have join. Let me see if I can get a picture of that.
I'm looking at it right here. I'll pull it up.
I was about to say, yeah.
I'll just share it. I'll just share it right here. Let me unshare the other one.
Okay. Yeah. So it's $1.99, and you get here we go right here. Jason's gonna show us. So right there where it says join, right there in the little white button. If you're watching it, it should say join. If you just go to the channel, then it'll say join or subscribe. So just right there at the bottom it says join. So listen, man, Jason, you going on tonight?
I am.
All right, so
at 8:30 Eastern time.
So Jason's going on tonight. If y'all, I'm pretty sure Mizzou goes right after OU. I'm pretty sure Drink is gonna say something weird.
Yes, you already know.
So hey man, that's tonight at 8:30 Eastern time, and then tonight at 8 o'clock, Respect the Hedges. We'll be talking a little bit more Georgia football and SEC Media Days from Kirby, of course. Let's see. Benji says Arkansas has more horn dog banners, shirts, players, ex-players on the field than I've ever seen. Arkansas is there. That's like on their side. I don't know about from Texas, but definitely from Arkansas side, they're the big rival. So, okay, guys, I got you. Shelby says she's getting questions. That's right. We appreciate. Listen, man, it's the Breakfast Tailgate with Coach I. Got Stat Guy. Got Jason from Hall of Fame College Football. We got the Hall of Fame Mafia in the building. Fight on, Natties. What's going on?
They're fight on.
Man, we appreciate you getting in here, man. Jason, we appreciate you becoming a member, my man. Listen, for those new members, Nick Beard, Jonathan, if you still in here, we only got about half of our members in the Discord. Y'all get in the Discord, man. We gave Bishop a hard time. He's y'all got to get in the Discord to find out what we gave him a hard time about. But
hey, man, it's official. Just hit double digits. That's number 10. So
how about that?
We moving on up.
Big facts, man. So I can't believe, gentlemen, that horns down is actually a thing. Listen, it is. Gator chomp is a thing. Players do it anyway, as long as you don't do it in front of somebody.
Really with the Gator chomp, it really only became an issue because everybody went to the throat slash.
Yeah. Ty Gurley, he got called for it one year because he did the throat slash after it, and the Florida player was like right within 2 feet circumference of him. So 8:30 p.m. See you then, Jason. That's right. Y'all make sure y'all get over there. If you want, we got Shawty. He just my damn opinions in the comments with me and him and the rest of the fellas will be on Respect the Hedges tonight at 8 p.m. We will be talking this Saturday live 9 p.m. Eastern time, Saturday night snap count. We're talking Big 12 football, man. Y'all make sure to get in to see what we think. Do we think Colorado has a shot at all? You have to wait till Saturday to find out. But we have a panel it's 8 people total. Got people from all Power 4 conferences. Y'all make sure y'all get in. Check out the Saturday night snap count. We will be back Thursday for the Breakfast Tailgate with Coach I here on the Fan Addict. Just my damn opinion. That's right. Just my damn opinion is dropping tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9:30. My guy Shouty, man. Listen, that's what the normal schedule is. I'm gonna tell you that. He did drop something yesterday, so if y'all want to check that out, he had a little time on his hands, so he dropped something yesterday. A little college football talk with All-Star Game in the background tonight. That's right. Hey, man, if y'all missed the beginning of this show, we talked about the home run derby. And then, like you said, the All-Star Game, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be talking about that. Coach Roy Ball's birthday was yesterday. How about that? How about everybody on Facebook thinking it was Shelby's birthday when she was celebrating her daughter's birthday? I wake up, I'm like, it's not like I did not miss Shelby's birthday. It was like, and everybody was in Facebook like, happy birthday, Shelby. So how do you start taunting? Don't let him score.
Fair
My
enough.
kind of guy. Steve Spurrier say you don't want me to run up the score. Don't let me listen, you don't want me to keep scoring, stop me. It's your job to stop me. It's my job to score. So that's what it is. So hey man, hey Jason, before we get out here, give them all the stuff, give them all your info, things of that nature.
Yep, at CFB-pod on YouTube, Hall of Fame College Football with Jason and the coach. You just need to look it up. And then, of course, we are it's at CFB Pod, as I said. And then it's also at JW_HOF on X. I don't remember the exact thing on Instagram, but I don't do a lot on Instagram anyway. I'll drop stuff over there. But
I don't know. It's just in one of my favorites. So that's the only reason why I'm able to.
It's over there, but you can find us there too.
Big facts. What's up, Chicken? We appreciate you tapping in with us, man. Chicken, one of our first member. Chicken's the OG. Chicken, you have not joined the Discord yet. Get in the Discord, my man. Brinsky, if you haven't realized, Bishop gifted you a membership Thursday, man. Get in the Discord. If you go to the community tab on YouTube, you'll see the Discord link there, and you should be able to get in, man. Listen, we want to appreciate everybody for getting in here, man. For my guy, Jason Watkins. Stat Guy, you got anything before we get up out of here?
Yeah, look, y'all can find me on Thursday morning, bright and early here with Coach I. I'll be on Saturday night snap count Saturday night. And in the meantime, the Stat Guy 6048. Come find your boy on NCAA 25. But just be prepared to get that football run down your throat with Rocket Sanders and Lenore Sellers. I'm taking all challengers. I'll be literally, as soon as we hop off here, it'll take me like 2.5 minutes, and I'll be wiping my feet with some people.
That's right. Hey man, Stat Guy's the guy. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you play Stat Guy, he plays real football. He's not out here tossing it all around, trying to make crazy things happen because it's a game. He's running the ball, he's punting on fourth down, he's playing really good defense, and he will kick a field goal to beat you if need be. So but hey, you want that smoke from the fan addict? Holla at Stat Guy. That's right. Stat Guy's our resident college football EA Sports. He plays on Xbox too. So we'll be talking about a lot of that. Listen, Mark Jam says SC 2025 champions.
PlayStation 2025.
PlayStation, right. That's right. So
hang the banner. Hang the banner.
Hang the banner, man. Listen, we appreciate y'all again. Make sure y'all check out all the channels, all the shows, and we'll be back Thursday, man, 10 a.m. to do it all again. We appreciate y'all. For Jason, for Stat Guy, I'm Coach I, and we out of here.